Bada beep, bada boop. It's Music Lover, and today I am going to be showing you what's on my iPhone. This is a completely different video because I'm recording with the Braille Note Touch, and I have my iPhone 5S with me. Now, I can't show you the screen because it's kind of a little messy, but I will show you what's all on my phone because I have a lot. Let's get started.
Calendar, Thursday, August 17th. Double tap to open. Actions available.
Now, in front of every app, it will say double tap to open, actions available. Calendar, that is your calendar. That is where, if you don't know, you can set appointments. You can make dates for important events, things like that.
Photo viewer. Double tap to open. Actions available.
Photo viewer. You know what? Let's just use my keyboard because then I can pause it when it says double tap. Photo viewer is your photos and your videos. They're all grouped into one called your photo viewer. Oops.
Camera.
Your camera is where you can take pictures and record.
Maps. Double tap to open. Swipe up or down.
Maps is, I haven't used it much. I like using Google Maps a lot better than Maps, but you can use Maps where you find nearest destinations and make where you're gonna go and all of that.
Clock. 10:44 a.m.
Clock is your clock app where you can set your date and time.
Weather.
Weather is where you can hear the weather. Where you can look up what it's gonna be like.
Wallet.
I'm not sure much about Wallet. I haven't used it. Don't really need to.
Notes.
Notes is like a word processor. You can write in it. Although I also Notes, you can basically make documents and share them, send them. You can also use it as sticky notes too, if you ever need to.
Reminders.
Reminders is where you can set a reminder, an alarm, something to remind you. You can always ask Siri to do that for you.
News. Double tap to open. Swipe up or down to select a custom action.
News is where you hear the news. You go and check news reports, latest features. Although there are apps in the App Store for you to do that too.
iTunes Store.
iTunes Store.
App Store. 11 updates available.
App Store, I have 11 updates available. iTunes and App Store, that's what you get with your Apple ID and things like that.
iBooks.
iBooks I barely use. I don't even think I'll use that ever. You can download books and read them using iBooks. Health is a fitness app. Not a well, it comes with the phone.
Dice World.
Oh. Dice World, that's the notification sound for Dice World. By the way, if you want to add me on Dice World, I'm now a music lover. But anyways, not my point. Health is like a fitness app. You can track your walking steps and you can get fitness tips.
Global settings. Double tap to open.
Global settings is your settings.
Music player.
Music player is your music, although I barely use it.
Calculator.
Calculator.
Bard Mobile.
Bard Mobile. Now, most of these apps I had on my Braille Note Touch, but I don't have them now on there. Bard Mobile is where you can download books off of Bookshare, and you can read them using the Bard Mobile app.
Page 2 of 5. Adjustable.
Now page 1 is nothing interesting. It just has news and weather and a few suggested apps. Let's go to page 3 of 5.
Page 3 of 5.
Hold on a sec.
FaceTime.
FaceTime is where you can make FaceTime video and audio calls.
Podcasts.
Podcasts. You can listen to podcasts. Any kind.
Watch.
Now this feature, you can pair your Apple Watch with your phone. I don't have one, but you could if you wanted to.
Extras folder. 6 apps.
Okay, extras folders where... Here, I'm going to take you in here.
Opening extras folder. Extras. Heading. Text field. Compass.
Compass.
Actions available.
You have compass in here.
Tips.
Tips, where it sends you tips about your phone.
Voice memos.
Voice memos where you can make voice recordings.
Contacts.
Contacts, you can have your contacts. I have all my contacts in here.
Find my friends.
Find my friends and find my iPhone.
Double tap to open. Actions available.
I barely use any of these, but contacts mostly.
Closing extras folder.
But I just wanted to show you extras.
TV.
TV is where you can connect your phone to the TV, and you can watch TV on here too.
Stocks. Double tap to open.
Stocks I don't use, barely.
Home. Double tap.
Home is your home page, basic.
YouTube. It's how we commented.
Oh my goodness. Really? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Anyways, now after this is where I installed all my apps. There's a lot of them on here. YouTube is where you watch videos and you can make them yourself, and this is where I live stream now.
Keys for Kids.
Keys for Kids is a devotional app where you can listen to Keys for Kids devotions. If you ever heard Kids and Company, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. By the way, these are not in order. Like my brother Touch had them all in order. These are not in order. Bible is a Bible app. Self-explanatory. You can get the verse of the day. If you have notifications turned on, you get a verse of the day and a devotional of the day. Zello is well, it's one of the talk servers I have. One of the cool things. Yeah, I'm Music Lover 600 on Zello. April Vision. This is a new one that you guys have probably never heard of. What you do is this app. I might even demonstrate it later on in a later video. You point the camera at something and it describes it to you. I'll show you later on what that is. Tap Tap C is where you take a picture of a piece of imprint paper and it reads it out to you with voice. Like KNFB Reader, but it's free and you can use it. Live Me is a live streaming app which does not live stream to YouTube, but it does let you see. It's its own thing. Google Maps, there's Google Maps, that's my maps and all that. Auto Wrap. That's an app from Smule. You talk into it and then it raps for you. It turns what words you set into a rap. By the way, let me know in the comments below if you want me to show you any of these apps, and I will. Sing. That's another app from Smule where you can have karaoke time. It's basically you can sing with people, do collabs, or you can sing on your own, but it costs to sing on your own, so I just do karaoke with other people. It's fun to sing with your friends anyways. Yoki is pretty much the same thing as Sing, although it's not all that accessible, but I'm still keeping it on here because it might be in the future. Gmail. That's where I get my Gmail. And Hangout. Oh, 2 new items in Hangouts. I'll get to that later. Hangouts. That's where. Well, yeah, we all know what Hangouts is. Pretty much everyone knows. I'm Music Lover 700 on Hangouts, and you can have conversations on Hangouts. So that's the end of page 3, but I want to take you to the dock. That's my phone. Messages. Text messages. Ooh. My iCloud emails here. And Safari, which is internet. Now we're on page 4 or 5, which has 20 apps on it. Google Plus, where you can share videos, you can share pictures, and make collages. YouTube Creator Studio, you can check analytics, and you can see how your subscriber changed in your comments, and you can even reply to comments there too. Netflix, you can watch movies and browse through movies. iHeartRadio, listening to music. This is Chameleon, which I'm still keeping on here. Chameleon Live, go live, which you can live stream. Magic Piano is another app from Smule. You can play the piano on your phone with really cool little songs. and I will demonstrate this in a later video.
Pandora. 2 new items.
Pandora, this is where I listen to music. It's a little different from iHeartRadio because iHeartRadio you can listen to any station near you. Well, this you can create your own stations with Pandora.
Capture.
Capture is YouTube Capture. Some of you guys remember this. It's not compatible. It's not going to be compatible anymore, so I might delete it off of here. But Capture is where you can create videos and then upload them to YouTube.
Piano. 1 new item.
Piano. This is Yoki piano. There's also a Yoki guitar, but I don't know if I'm getting it.
Talking Tom 2. 1 new item.
Talking Tom 2 is a cute little cat that repeats anything you say. He loves to talk, doesn't he?
Brenda Walsh.
Brenda Walsh, not to be confused with Will Walsh. Never mind, that's a friend I have on Skype. Never mind. Anyways, Brenda Walsh is a devotional app. You can hear a devotional every day and get scripture reading verses.
Skype. 2 new items.
Skype. I'm Music Lover 700 on Skype, and that's where I talk to most people on there anyways.
Fam. 1 new item.
FAM is group FaceTime calling with the phone. I don't really know how much it works. I haven't used it all that much though.
Periscope.
Periscope is like Live Me. It's its own live streaming thing. And I haven't used it much, but I might delete this off of here later.
Voice Plus.
Voice Plus. One of my favorite apps is basically where you can talk into it and you can have voice effects. And I will demonstrate to you how I do that so hilariously well.
Google Search.
Google Search, that's Google. That's your Google app. You can search up things.
Rail
And,
010.
oh, man.
Guitar. 1 new item.
Guitar. This is the guitar app from Smule. Where you play guitar. I might get the Yoki version later. Who knows?
Combat 95. 1.
KHOP at 95.1. It's a radio station in my area. And I have their app on my phone that plays all the hits.
A Blind Legend.
A Blind Legend that's an audio game for the blind. It's kind of hard though. Like, I got my sword. Like, I'm at the part where I got the sword, and I'm trying to get the bad dude or whatever. I'm trying to get my mother back or whatever. It's kind of a hard game, but it's still pretty fun. Diddy. Okay, this works for the phone. I figured out how to work it for the phone, except for I'm having a problem. Like, I cannot play not play the Diddy once I create it, which is weird.
Page 4 and 5. Adjustable.
Okay, almost done. Let's go here.
Voice Recorder.
Voice Recorder is my recording app. I only have one of them on here. Voice Recorder.
99.3 KJOY.
That's another radio station in my area, 99.3 KJoy. Plays all the hits and some of the old stuff too.
Cat Country 103.
Cat Country 103 is another radio station that plays country music, which I love.
Discord. 1 new item.
Discord.
Double tap to open.
That
Actions
is
available.
a chat for gamers. I do not recommend it for the blind though. It's not all accessible for the blind, but I do have it for some of my friends who are gamers. So yeah.
Kayla.
By the way, I'm Music Lover 600. Music Lover 600 on Discord.
Discord. Kayla.
K-Love is a Christian radio station.
Facebook. 3 new items.
Facebook, that's my Facebook app. And Facebook is basically social media. You can post pictures, videos, and have fun with and make friends and all of that.
Messenger.
Messenger is Facebook Messenger. You can chat with your friends on Facebook.
Trivia Crack. 1 new
Trivia Crack is a fun game that you can play with your friends or with random people. I will demonstrate that in a later video.
item. KT Devotion.
Katie Devotion, I got the Kids Time Devotion back on here. This is 3ABN Kids Network. You can listen to the kids devotions, and you can even listen to the Kids Network from Three Angels Broadcasting Network. Even though it kind of buffers, but it's still pretty good.
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed is the news, quizzes, games app I got. I had it on my Braille Note Touch, but I now have it on here.
Dice World free. 1 new item.
Dice World free, that's Dice World,
Actions available.
which you probably heard earlier. Dice World has 6 fun games you can play. Anyone can add me on Dice World. I'm Music Lover.
Musician.
Musician, you can
Actions available.
take any instrument. Basically, I think piano, drum, bass, ukulele, and guitar, and you can play it. Musician listens to your playing, and it tells you your progress.
YT Music.
YouTube. Okay, this is a new one we've seen. YouTube Music. That personalizes any music you have in your live videos and in your playlists, and it turns it into a big radio station just for you, and even with some new hits in it. And I will show you how that works in a later video.
Audio Game Hub.
Audio Game Hub is another audio game for the blind.
YouTube. New from y'all can't play it. Com. Send
Well.
How to play. Very easy piano tutorial. Attachment.
Oh, okay.
Indie Talk. Audio Game Hub.
Audio Game. We'll get to Indie Talk next, but Audio Game Hub is like a blind legend, except for there are many games, and it's a lot of fun. I just downloaded it, so I'll have to play around with it more.
Indie Talk.
That's Team Talk. I'm Music Lover 700 on Team Talk. I'm not a big fan of Team Talk, but it's okay. I haven't made myself an account though. Team Talk is where you can go on servers and you can talk with people, but I don't recommend it because the audio is kind of bad.
Opera VPN. Page 5 of 5. Opera
Okay, the
VPN.
last app on here I have is Opera VPN. VPN, it makes sure that your phone's secure and that you're secure online. And I just bought it for a safety thing. Or not bought, well, I downloaded it for a safety reason. So that is what is on my iPhone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully the Braille Touch caught everything. Let me know what videos to do next. Let me know what I should show you more of on my phone next. And I hope you enjoyed. Music Lover signing off, but always remind you that at times it's okay to be random.